Ron DeSantis files to run in 2024 presidential election, and he will launch his bid on Twitter Spaces. And this is just reported on Zero Hedge. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis officially filed his declaration of candidacy for president, entering the 2024 race as former President Trump top GOP rival, as the Associated Press reports. Meanwhile, as detailed yesterday, Ron DeSantis announced his 2024 presidential campaign in a Twitter Spaces live stream tonight. DeSantis, widely viewed as Donald Trump's only real competitor for the Republican nomination, will speak with Elon Musk at 6 p.m. ET. Last month has seen DeSantis' odds of being nominated rise considerably as Trump's have stalled, but DeSantis remains the clear laggard. Despite recent trend, such a lead for Trump will be difficult to unseat, but former White House Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany said Wednesday that the Florida governor should steer away from personal attacks and focus solely on the policy distinctions to defeat her former boss, obviously. If I'm on the DeSantis campaign, I'm looking at this and I'm saying, where am I to the right of Trump? I'm to the right of him on Disney and corporate America and fighting for children. I'm to the right of him on abortion. I'm to the right of him on vaccination mandates, McEnany said. Trump's not for mandates, of course, but he did call himself a father of the vaccine. If I'm DeSantis, I'm going to ignore the name calling, knock it in the mud, and I'm going to cleave to the right on policy, she said. DeSantis' wife, Casey, shared the first ad released by the presidential candidate ahead of the official announcement, saying America is worth the fight. Why is DeSantis doing this? The audience will be big and largely under 45, one assumes, and to capture the older demographic, he'll appear on Fox later in the evening. Also, as Jeffrey Tucker explains, there's some symbolic importance to going first with Twitter Spaces. After 3 years of censorship, Elon Musk showed up to Twitter, having massively overpaid for the property, and emancipated it from censors. He fired 4 out of 5 employees, many of whom were feds. The financials are still suffering from ad boycott of the major corporations in bed with the usual suspects. And after cleaning up the staffing mess, Musk gradually restored many banned accounts, particularly those of credible voices who had been saying true things about various things. The technology of Spaces had a pre-existing but never amount to much before Elon took over, suddenly became the place to be on every topic imaginable. My first exposure, the writer says, to it was truly alarming in a good way. People were speaking their minds without censorship. Moderators let people speak and debate, and it felt extremely strange, at least to me. It served as a reminder to me and perhaps to others just how used to censorship and controls we had become. It felt almost incredible to hear major experts on important topics freely speaking their minds, and I can recall thinking, how is it possible that this is allowed? Now, the most salient and shocking fact of the last 3 years has been the manufactured consensus on the most radical extreme attack on liberty and rights in our lives. And it was spooky because the entire machinery of oppression was blessed by mainstream media and corporate elite. Now, this will be a fantastic election for testing out whether and to what extent the power of the people really can prevail against the corruption that has been controlling and commanding heights. As Tucker concludes, this is why DeSantis' choice for announcing on Twitter Spaces really matters. He's putting his confidence in freedom and free speech on display, anxious to help anyone and anything that stands in opposition to the control freaks. And this is on Zero Hedge by Tyler Durden. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.